tackle was made by Artie Smith. Right now, let's head to Hollywood for this McDonald's game break with James Brown.
Kenny Albert, Bobby Hebert in for the injured Jeff George with time. Hits the slot man, Terrence Mathis for the score. Two-point conversion is no good, but the Falcons are on top by 1 in the third over the 49ers. Back to Kenny and Anthony.
So now the Vikings need 2 teams to come back. The 49ers and the Eagles both playing on the road, both trailing right now. Boone fakes the handoff and then finds Amp Lee out near midfield, gain of 6 yards. Well, Warren Moon, who was a Pro Bowl selection the last 8 years, did not make this season's NFL squad, but 3 of his teammates did. Chris Carter, Randall McDaniel will start, as will John Randall.
And it's kind of hard to argue the quarterbacks that are there, Aikman, Young, Clark, but Moon's numbers, not bad, not bad. You could argue with those numbers for Warren Moon being in Hawaii.
33 touchdowns. Right now, 3rd down and 3. Moon with time. Incomplete. Rod Jones on the coverage. The intended receiver was Kadre Ismail. And now the Vikings will punt. So all of a sudden, the Bengals with the quick touchdown with the chance to pull within 7.
And it wasn't because of the pressure that the Bengals got on Warren Moon, because he had plenty of time. Once again, that offensive line that we talked about, Stussy, McDaniel, Christie, Jurak, Stringer, doing a super job. That ball just dropped.
Corey Sawyer back deep. Mike Saxon's 3rd punt today. Handles the low snap. Beautiful spiral. Sawyer lets it go. Takes a Vikings bounce. Continues to roll inside the 5. Down to the 4. They get every last inch out of the 47-yard punt by Mike Saxon. We'll be back from Riverfront Stadium right after this.
Frosty the Snowman was a jolly.
Shut up, moron. Grumpier Old Men is a pure delight. Lemon and Mathau take their odd couple crankiness to new heights of humor.
Buon appetito.
Riotously funny. Sophia Loren is stunning.
Thank you so much.
Better and funnier than the original. The best comedy of the year. Hollywood's happiest holiday gift. Jack Lemmon, Walter Matthau, and Margaret, Sophia Loren, Grumpier Old Men. Rated PG-13. Now playing at theaters everywhere.
Hold it. This isn't you, it's an older guy.
Oh, that was before I got rid of my gray hair with Just for Men hair coloring.
Come on, that's too natural to be hair coloring.
Just for Men. Apply and in 5 minutes rinse. Gray is blended away for a totally natural look.
Think it'll work for me?
In 5 minutes.
Just for Men looks too natural to be hair coloring. And now try Just for Men Color Gel for the hard-to-color hair of mustaches and beards. Brush in, rinse out. Just 5 minutes.
I just moved in this city, right? And I need a really flexible car. So I leased a Volkswagen Golf. 0 down, $199 a month. It's great. I sell cappuccino machines. Sometimes I need to move big things. Sometimes I have to move little things, but I always have to move. It's got dual airbags, daytime running lights, and everything fits into it. And it fits into everything. Hey! I have got to cut back on the caffeine.
On the road of life, there are passengers and there are drivers.
Christmas night, Ned's giving Stacy a special gift.
I got a friend of mine to touch up a painting of a Scottish nobleman with his hunting dog.
Ned and Stacy at its new time Monday.
With Bengals owner Mike Brown looking on, light snowfall in Cincinnati Riverfront Stadium. Kenny Albert with Anthony Munoz. Mike, wishing you were still out there for the Bengals.
Well, the gentleman that is faced with some decisions coming this offseason, like where to play your football games next year.
Right now, the Bengals start from their own 4-yard line as Darnay Scott pulls it in and then has a nice little conversation with Robert Griffith.
And Alfred Jackson made an attempt there. You know, he takes that one in like he did in the first half, and he doesn't have that far to go.
You know, without Anthony Munoz on the Bengals offensive line, they have done some shuffling the last couple of years. And Bruce Kozerski out with a broken ankle. Melvin Tootin starting at left tackle with the injury to Scott Brumfield. So a very young Bengals offensive line as McGee makes the catch. Has the first down out to the 28. Robert Griffith made the stop. We have the rookie Tootin starting at left tackle, and he was a third-round draft pick. Sargent and Brills enter the league as free agents, and Bruce Kozlett told us he hopes the Bengals can draft an offensive lineman in not only the first round, but the second as well.
I agree with that. He said you have to address the offensive line and quickly through the draft so you can build these guys. And like you said, the first 2 picks should go towards the offensive line, and I agree.
Eric Bieniemy gets a young left side of the line for the Bengals with Tootin and Sargent. Brills, the 9-year veteran, along with Kalis and Walter. On the other side, 3 of the Vikings starting offensive linemen were first-round draft selections.
Just the opposite of what the Bengals, how they've built their offensive line. You look at Stussy, McDaniel, who's in his 8th year, but was a #1, Stringer a #1, then Christie a 4th rounder, and Jarak a 3rd rounder out of Penn State. So they have put the emphasis on their offensive line, unlike the Bengals, who have tried to go through free agency and lower round picks.
Second down and 6. Blake's pass is complete on the far side. Carl Pickens hauls it in, only his 2nd reception today, number 95 on the season.
And getting back to that, talking about the offensive line. I live here. I played my career here. They have some guys that have been around like Joe Walter and Bruce Kozerski, but I agree with Bruce Kozlett. I think they have to address that. They've gone out. They've gotten Darnay Scott, Jeff Blake, Kijana Carter, who should be back next year. So the perimeter people in their offense, they're set. But now it's time to really look at the meat of the offense, and that's the beef up front.
First down on the 44. Eric Bieniemy. And we've seen how well some of the young offensive linemen have done. Brockermeyer in Carolina, Tony Baselli in Jacksonville. Bruce Kozlett said you can draft quarterbacks and linebackers in the later rounds. You can sign them as free agents, but you must draft offensive linemen early.
And right here, they're using the athletic ability of Melvin Tootin, pulling him around, trapping on the defensive line. And you have to do that against this Viking defensive front that really shoots upfield, and that's the way to run against them. Get the angles, pull guys, run counters, and they're doing that effectively here in the second half.
Second down and 5. Flag on the play as Bieniemy escapes. Randall has the first down to the Vikings 42. Big second half for Eric Bieniemy, the former San Diego Charger, in his 5th season out of Colorado. We await the call from Johnny Greer.
Kenny, as we wait for the call here.
Offside. Defense is declined. First down.
As we get the call, we talked to Bruce Kozlett, and it doesn't surprise me because that they've come out and really emphasized the run, because he was not real excited about their running game. Basically told us that it is not a threat. To go back there and you're 3rd down and long all the time, it doesn't help your offense. And I would guess that he went in at halftime and had a few words with his offensive unit, and they've come out, and Eric Bieniemy's been the spark here in the second half.
James Joseph stopped short of the first down. Do you know that from experience? Have you gone through some of Bruce Kozlett's halftime chats?
First-hand experience. As you see, Todd Kalis, the right guard, down on the football field right there. Not a good sign, because right now they are actually down to their 5th and 6th guards playing for them right now. Of course, you mentioned Bruce Kozerski out. You mentioned Brumfield out. So they've had to bring guys in and patch up this offensive line. And there's Scott Brumfield. We see him jogging onto the field, and he has that bad groin. Let's take a look and see if we can watch Todd Kalis here. See if basically looks like he either got his shoe stuck in the turf as he was trying to wheel around and block John Randall. Randall makes a nice inside spin. It doesn't look like it's anything serious. My guess would be that his shoe caught to the turf.
So Scott Brumfield, who did not start due to the injured groin, will come in, third year out of Brigham Young, to replace Todd Kalis. And we'll be back from Riverfront Stadium in Cincinnati with the Vikings leading the Bengals 24-10 right after this.
When they were small, we had a little sports car.
And then they got bigger, so we had to get a four-door.
So we leased a new Volkswagen Jetta. 0 down, $219 a month. Nice, huh? German-engineered front-wheel drive Jetta comes with rack and pinion steering, daytime running lights, dual airbags. It's a great driving car.
It's got a big back seat.
And a huge trunk.
Weimaraners come from Germany.
Maybe that's why they like driving so much.
On the road of life, there are passengers and there are drivers.
The Miller Brewing Company wishes you and yours a very happy holiday season.
Hi, my name is Staff Sergeant Zenobia Walker. I'm from Wiesbaden, Germany, on my way to Bosnia. I'd like to send out seasoned greetings to my family in Detroit, Michigan, to my children, and down in Fort Stewart, Germany. God bless y'all, and y'all have a happy new year.
Yes, I'm Specialist McClendon. I'm in 38 Engineers, Hanau, Germany. I'm recently deploying to Bosnia, and I want to say hello to my family and friends in Ayrton, Alabama, and my fiance in North Carolina. I wish y'all a Merry Christmas and a Happy New Year, and I hope to see y'all soon when I get back.
Fox NFL Sunday is brought to you by the Miller Brewing Company, who would like to salute the armed forces and extend their best wishes for a safe and happy holiday season.
Was that a former teammate of yours? Keeping warm?
I was checking it closely when he pulled that Tiger's head off.
Second down and 2 for the Bengals. There is Scott Brumfield, who has replaced the injured Todd Kalis. And they have the first down through the air. It's Pickens